The world can feel chaotic, especially in such grim times as these. When everything is outside of our control, helplessness settles in and causes us to feel smaller than ever before. How do we protect those we love? How can we even help ourselves in the face of tragedy? There can be many different reactions to this hard truth. Perhaps we become melancholic philosophers. We ask ourselves the big questions because we are dumbfounded when faced with our own humbling insignificance. Perhaps we block it out and pretend nothing of any great importance is occurring at all. We brush it aside, thinking that in doing so, our fears will be brushed away along with it. Ignorance is bliss, as they say. Or finally, we may struggle through and tell ourselves that everything will work out in the end. We may even go as far as saying we have the answer to the great dilemma, if only those fools around us would listen. Fear perpetuates every one of these reactions. But why be afraid of what is beyond our control? The truth of the matter is that fear and anxiety have no impact upon the real world, but only our emotions. Worrying yourself sick over the storm headed your way will not cause the tempest to subside. Then why worry? Our time would be better spent focusing on what is within our control and whether or not we can avoid the storm. Can we? Then great! Get to safety. Can we not? Then we must do what we can to bear the beating winds. We should not waste our energy over fear. Realizing this is something the ancient Stoics called the dichotomy of control. Some things are up to us, within our power, and others are not up to us, not within our power. Accepting when things are beyond our power, rather than labeling them cruel or evil, will ultimately bring us peace. Long ago, the philosophers described it this way: fate is a carriage, and you are a dog leashed to it. Either you keep pace with the carriage, or you refuse and be dragged along with it. Either way, you will reach the same destination. The carriage is not evil. You are causing yourself the pain. As Seneca, the ancient Roman thinker, said, fate leads the willing and drags along the reluctant. Rage against the dying of the light, they will cry. Don't just lie down and die. Yes, do not give in to despair, but know that fate is not our enemy. Merely adapt to it and focus on what is within our control. Do not waste your time punching a wall because it won't show you the other side. Get a hold of yourself and walk to the other side yourself. Yes, this is easier said than done, especially if we are already thoroughly mired in dread and worry. But when faced with the many hardships haunting us today, I encourage you to stop yourself and ask if you're concerned with something that is even up to you. It's okay to not be in control. It's okay to be helpless. It just means it isn't up to you. Sit down,